Hey fam, I'm back again, and I know I didn't post last Friday. I'm so sorry about that because I hadn't anticipated this project taking me as long as it did, and I'm tired of giving you excuses. So my plan now is to actually not have a specific date as to when I will be uploading new videos. I think that should just get me off the pressure of posting every Friday. So today is the last official Friday that I'll be uploading my videos. I will upload videos whenever I'm done with a project because I have just realized with this one that not all of them take the same time to be finished. So, with that being said, I'm not going to be posting every Friday because pressure, because time, because money, because I can list a million things as to why I am not ready to post on consistent days. I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing, which is not a big excuse, which is not even a valid excuse. But like I said, I'm just gonna stop pressurizing myself and focus on actually finishing the project. I keep looking down because this is where the desk is placed. It's just behind my window, and I've tested it out, you guys. It's working, it's sturdy. I've put a lot of weight on it and it still stands. Great thing is it just folds back and I can use the space for, like, I'm using it now. I have my tripod and the lights, the camera. So I'm saving up on a lot of space. I'm using this room to its best. I've got a few beautiful DIYs lined up for the coming uploads. So please stay tuned for those DIYs. Enjoy this one and take your time. Take your time to watch it. Or if you have any questions you want to ask me, please leave them down in the comment section. Like my video, and if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of fun content coming to you. I don't have dates. We've cancelled dates. We've just cancelled dates. I'm not giving out any date as to when I will be uploading. You'll just see the video pop up. Enjoy it. Watch it a few times. Go back and watch it again whenever you miss me until the next upload. So enjoy this, and I want to send a special thank you to my mom, to my uncle, and to my granddad because they were a great help in helping me finish this project seamlessly. Well, not seamlessly because I had a few fails. You'll be able to see some of them in the video. And I mean, that's the thing with DIYing things. That's the thing with doing things yourself. You fail sometimes. Things don't go as planned. It gets a bit discouraging. But I kept pushing that I've seen these desks and they work, so I need to get it right. So I finally did. I finally did, and I am so happy with the result. Like really happy, you guys. You don't understand how happy I'm
am. Back again with a voiceover. I can't get enough of these, you guys. It's getting me to be in my element of talking alone. So yes, I know I'm talking with you, but I'm alone in the room, so it's like I'm talking to myself. Over here I have some pellet wood that I'm gonna use to help me anchor the chipboard onto the wall. I didn't want to just put the desk just straight onto the wall with just the hinges. I felt like it was eventually maybe gonna fall off or something like that. So I recently got a mini cordless drill that is gonna help me whenever I do really small pallet holes, or whenever I don't have the energy to pick up a much heavier one, or it's just there to help me, you guys. Let me not go on too much about the drill. I just drilled some pallet holes into the wood, and then once those were done, I went against the wall and made sure that whenever the drill bit hit the wall, I would stop, and that would be a marker as to where to put the holes that go into the wall on. So over here I also got the Black & Decker Multi Evo Cordless Drill. And you guys, I didn't read the manual. I just went in. I was so excited because this was the same day that I got it. I was so excited to use it to like now drill a hole into a whole wall, you guys. Never mind the wood, but a wall. So I got too excited, overly excited, that I forgot to read the manual. It's like getting a new phone. You have to charge the battery before using it. So I had to charge the battery overnight, but I didn't do that. That's why the drill kept on going on and off on me. I was so frustrated. I felt like it wasn't working. I was like, you know what, if this is how I'm gonna be drilling holes into things, then this Multi Evo tool isn't but once I realized that I had missed the part where you leave the battery on the charger overnight before using the tool, I was happy with how it works. It's just so versatile, you guys. But I didn't get any hits. I'll do a separate video on the Black & Decker Multi Evo. But so far, with what I used it with in the first night, it did a great job. I was able to put all the holes through the wall, all 5 of them, and I used some wall plugs to help anchor the wood to the wall. And I just quickly put the screws through the wood and then would eventually screw them onto the wall in a second. So I've been excited with this project because it's really a great space saver, you guys. I feel like it's something you can do for your kids if you have kids that are going to school, to use as a desk in their rooms that they can fold over and maybe have a nice play area. Or if they have a small room like I do now, they can use such a desk to do their homework, and it's very exciting. It can also work as a nice fort, as a mini house, because it stands on its own. It's like a desk, The only difference is it folds down whenever you're not using it. So done with anchoring the wood onto the wall. I had to make sure that it was really, really sturdy because the chipboard is relatively heavy. So me just making sure that this can take a lot of weight on it was a very important thing for me, so that I don't have the desk falling onto my daughter. Never mind anyone, but just my daughter, because the board is, like I said, a bit heavy, so it could cause some serious injury should it fall off. So once this was done, I was so scared while doing this, but it's so thrilling doing something different, something new. I'm always DIYing, but using power tools, no. Very exciting, but it was always a no for me. I would always ask my granddad to do anything related to power tools. A bit daunting, but once you're in it, you can't go back. So over here, I was aligning the hinges, which we're gonna be anchored to the wood and the chipboard. So my uncle had an opinion. So let's go. What he had to say, you're gonna hear in a few minutes, and it was just some invaluable piece of advice for future projects. But I think he had misread the situation anyway. It was great advice from my uncle.
Anything goes. No stress.
Bona ntho e ke bona o etsa. A ke se mtlhomo ke tsa go na le wa le tsebo e ntsi thata.
Hore ke me
Wa meta marolo ka ntho ya hao ye. O beile ntho e. Mara how ka ile bella.
Go for flashlight. Flash.
O lebelle hore ntho tsa hao kore ha o maka o tshware mo o make na o tlohele sa lo makile e ngwe o tshware mo o make o se ka re ha o fetsa a correspond na masoba
I correspond. It's just you put Ashua. I correspond.
okay
Le Ashi. Hey, I correspond.
okay
Le.
so dira tseke
Say 4.
obia mo yo boti mo matsona
Then itlo tshwara ke dilo tsela. Virus. Hey ML, itlo tshwara ke dilo tsela.
boti ha e dutse ka bentse fela so
Yo robala.
and how you made
So after explaining to my uncle what my plan then was to be able to fold down the desk, which didn't work out, I had gotten the markings right on the hinges, so I went ahead and drilled some holes into the wood in preparation for the screws that would go in and hold down the hinge. Again, the drill was going on and off on me, and it was really testing my patience at this point because it was late at night. I was tired, so it wasn't really a fun stage for me here. Anyway, I got an old chair that I had an idea of, just because it was already just in not in great shape. So I thought I would use the sides of the chair to use them as the legs of my desk. I had to trim them down from the top to make sure they match the length of my desk. And this is the brackets that I was explaining to my uncle about. This was a failed attempt on my side because I had forgotten to consider the fact that I'll be using the board to anchor the chipboard, the wooden plank to anchor the chipboard. So it didn't work out. So the brackets are still somewhere around the house. I might use them for some future project, but that's okay. I had an idea for using the legs that would be able to fold out and
do you think
down.
that they are opposite
Fold
sides,
out
like
needs to fold out. So over here, I'm just going in and screwing on the screws to the anchoring wood, and I would then move on to, well, this here part, if it was one of my previous videos, which most specifically my headboard video, I had one of my friends laugh at me for the way I held my screwdriver. So it actually helped that he mentioned that, because he's the reason why I eventually went out and got this mini drill to help me just screw on the holes of any project that's gonna require me to screw on something. So this was quite a great thing. It turned out great for me because I feel like if I was using that handheld driver, it was gonna take me hours to finish it. So some screws were a bit stiff, so I had to apply a bit of pressure to have them eventually flush to the hinge. That took a minute, but it happened. So with screwing this on, I mean, all these tools were new to me. So whenever I couldn't get one right, I just move on to the next until I eventually got it right. All the screws were flushed to the hinge, and next was getting the help from my mom to help me put up the desktop, the chipboard, and attach it to the hinges. So over here I was just checking to see if it was actually gonna work, and I was honestly, you guys, I was scared, thinking it's gonna fall off once I have it up, but it still hasn't. And as we are here, I am looking at the desk and it's still propped very sturdily onto the wall. So my mom held up the board for me so I could mark where the holes would go, the hinge holes would go on to the board. I hope that makes sense. I'm just still so excited over this project that I am just literally rambling on. But you don't need to have the volume up for this. You can just have the volume down and look and learn, or have me guide you as to what I did. And like I said in my introduction, if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section and I'll gladly answer any questions. So over here I had already marked where I would drill the pallet holes onto the chipboard. I still use the mini driver, and I just put a bit of tape to mark off where I should stop, because the screws I was using for the chipboard were just under 16 millimeters, which is as thick as the chipboard. So I made sure it was slightly shorter than the thickness of the chipboard. I drilled the holes and made sure that the screw that I was using was gonna fit onto the board, and it did. So I moved on to drilling the other holes, 8 holes in total. That went fairly smoothly, and my mom was there again to hold up the board for me to be able to now screw on the nails, the screws to the chipboard. I didn't have maybe like a wooden plank or anything to the same length as the desk to just have it hold up the desk for me, and I was scared it would fall on me. So definitely asking my mom to help me with this was a great choice than having to depend on something that doesn't hear you scream when the board falls on you.
So you guys, if you made it up to this far into the video, then you're about to be catfished, to see that you have been catfished this whole time that I was doing this video. So yeah, let's see how this desk folds up and down. I don't know if you can see that it's just behind the curtain. That's the desk. I picked up some vinyl paper, the same that I used on the desk, on the chest of drawer top, but this one has a pattern, a floral pattern. I couldn't get a plain or maybe a marble one vinyl paper, contact paper, so I opted for this and it worked. If anything, or if I see the one that I like, I can just easily adhere it on top of this one to get the one that I like. So let's see how this desk works. Here's the catfish. I tried, you guys. I tried to look very pretty for you. I always feel like I just need to polish myself a bit. So I just want to take these curtains up. Guys, I've been saying that I'm gonna be getting new curtains. I just don't have the time. So there's a chair. You remember that Pep home chair? I can sit on that. I just need to push back the bed a bit. So the legs aren't hinged to anything, or they aren't held down by anything specifically. They just, whenever you fold it down, they stay in place. So that's the one leg, and this is the other. And like I said, it works, like literally works. And I have the sunshine coming to me. Even with the curtains down, there's ample sunlight coming in, and I have that gold mirror. I put it up here to see if I can still do my hair or my makeup with the mirror over here, and it works. I tested it, and it works like a small desk. It works like a vanity. You can do your homework, whatever you want to do, whatever you can think of doing on a desk, you can do this. So let me show you how I fold it back up. I start with the placement of the legs is one is further back and this one is a bit further out. So that when you close it down, they overlap. So this is how it folds down. It's a bit heavy, but it works. Then folded, and that's the chair. It's actually almost the same height as. Let me sit here so you can see. While I'm sitting on the chair, I don't have the energy to push the bed back, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video again, you guys. See you on my next one, and I'll have new curtains up. Thank you. Bye.